Okay, so the final type of transformation we're going to study now is called the rotation. And there are three different types of rotations that you'll typically see. You'll typically see a shape that will be rotated 90 degrees clockwise, 90 degrees counterclockwise, or you'll see 180-degree rotation, which is really the same whether it's clockwise or counterclockwise. Okay? One good habit to get into is to figure out, like, if you're going to rotate a shape like this, clockwise or counterclockwise, it's a good idea to maybe put a little check mark or maybe outline the quadrant that you're going to be working in. That way, as you're working through the problem, you won't, just have a little bit of a reminder of where you're trying to get this thing. First thing we're going to do though is we're going to define what the coordinates are of our existing shape. We've got coordinates of 4, -1. We've got 2, -9. And we've got 9, -1. And if we were going to rotate this 90 degrees clockwise, then we would apply this transformation strategy. X, Y would become Y, -X. So we would flip the X and Y values, and we would make the resulting Y value would be negative. So this is going to become, -1, 4, but the 4 is going to be negative. This is going to become -9, -2, -1, -9. And if we plot those points, -1, -4, -9, -2, and -1, -9. So that shape should be the rotated 90 degrees clockwise shape. So if we took this and we spun it this way, the drawing's a little bit off, but there, that's better. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and label these points A, B, and C, and you're going to see that that's going to be A, B, and C. So then we've got a 90-degree counterclockwise rotation, where we're going to take the coordinates x, y, we're going to flip them, but we're going to make the first value negative. So 4, -1 is going to become 1, -4, or 1, 4, rather. The second value is going to become, instead of 2, -9, it's going to turn -9, 2, but that's going to be negative, so it's going to be 9, 2. 9, -1 is going to flip to be -1, 9, but the -1 is going to turn positive, so it's going to be 1, 9. So if we graph those points, we're going to have 1, 4, we're going to have 9, 2, and we're going to have 1, 9. And we're going to see that that is our rotation if we took this and spun it 90 degrees that way. And then lastly, 180 degrees, we're going to take the x, y values, and we're going to make them both negative. So it's going to be -4, +1, -2, +9, and -9, +1. And that's going to put us up in this quadrant. -4, 1, -2, 9, and -9, 1. So this is going to be, let's see, let's call this shape X, Y, and Z. So here is X, Y, and Z. 90-degree clockwise rotation. This was the original shape. Okay. 90 degrees clockwise rotation, 90 degrees counterclockwise rotation, 180 degrees rotation, whether clockwise or counterclockwise. So the idea of using the formulas that you're given to transform the original points is kind of a foolproof way to get this done. Is if you know how to apply those formulas from the page that you've been given, then you'll be able to at least create the new points, plot the new points, and you'll be all set.